Good morning, everyone. My name is Margaret Fieldbinder, and I am one of the event coordinators at Diversified Insurance Solutions. I'd like to welcome you all this morning and thank you for joining in today's webinar, Why Personal Annual Insurance Reviews Are Crucial. Before I turn the mic over to our speaker today, Elizabeth Bergeron from Diversified Insurance Solutions, I wanted to go over a few housekeeping items. First, everyone is currently muted in listen-only mode for this webinar. This will help our webinar moving along and keep us to our designated end time. If you have any questions during the webinar, feel free to type it in the chat box along the right-hand side of your screen. We've reserved time at the end of the presentation to answer any questions you may have. We will try our best to get through them all, but if for some reason we don't answer your question or run out of time, we will send it to you within a few days along with a recording of this webinar, as well as a copy of the presentation. Now I'd like to introduce today's presenter, Elizabeth Bergeron. Elizabeth is an account executive in our personal lines department. So with that being said, please welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone has their coffee. Well, one of the crucial things I have found even before I became an insurance agent was I found myself dodging the phone calls from my homeowner's insurance agent. And I learned at a young age that was a big mistake. So this morning, why personal annual insurance reviews are crucial. Our commitment to our clients is to make sure you and your family are insured properly. We contact you to make sure your assets continue to be covered and to assess any new risk or changes to your household. Like I said a few moments ago, I dodged my first insurance review, and I ended up having a homeowner's claim on my roof due to hail. Had I actually taken the time to talk to my insurance agent, I would have saved myself a lot of money. My roof was damaged by hail, and I did not pay for the endorsement that would have replaced my entire roof. So here I was at 22 years old with a roof that looked like a grandma's quilt. There were dark areas, light areas from the shingles being replaced. So it's crucial to talk to your agent once a year. Even if you don't want to, just let them know if something's new. Ask us anything at any time. Just calling your agent or during the review, it's a great opportunity for you to reassess your insurance needs. Go over any life events. Protecting your valuables. Let's say you just get engaged or married, there's wedding gifts. Your agent will let you know how you could protect those. Did you personally move your insurance to a new agency? It's an opportunity for you to go over the gaps or potential gaps in your coverage. And sometimes you end up being the main household insurance decision maker. So you may be in the position to learn how your insurance works. These are the crucial questions I believe you should be asking your agent. Does my homeowner's policy provide enough coverage to rebuild my home today? Many homeowners are surprised to learn that their policy is outdated and doesn't provide enough coverage to build their existing home. Changes in construction costs, upgrades to a kitchen or bathroom, new appliances, or updates to a basement can affect the cost to repair or rebuild your home. Remodeling your kitchen can change your existing kitchen from a standard finish to a semi-custom or even a custom kitchen. So if you purchase your home, let's just say for $100,000, and it's completely standard across the board, and there's a loss, you will get exactly what that replacement cost, $100,000. If, let's say, you upgrade and have a custom kitchen, granite countertops, quartz countertops, or new expensive appliances, let us know, because then that will change the value of your home. To replace it, it may cost $200,000 to replace it. And not everyone has an all-risk policy. Some may have a basic homeowner's policy. How does my newly finished basement affect my policy? Let us know. Sometimes people decide to refinish their basement after 10 years, and we want to make sure you're properly insured. Make sure you tell your agent, now that my basement's finished and there's expensive items down there, such as $20,000 of renovation, add backup of sewer and drain to your policy. Let us know what you have. Does my policy have guaranteed replacement cost? And again, the backup of sewer and drain coverage or loss of use coverage. Those are my 3 favorite things to educate people about. Guaranteed replacement cost, in my opinion, is key. That means you have an all-risk policy. It doesn't just cover 16 perils, it covers everything. So if you have a home that is, you paid $250,000 for, and to rebuild that home in the event of a loss, if it costs $1 million to replace that home, to rebuild it, a guaranteed replacement cost would provide that $1 million to replace that home. Examples of that would be if your whole neighborhood was taken out due to fire or a tornado or a large catastrophe. Backup of sewer and drain is another crucial one. Most people don't realize that the average loss to a basement due to a backup of sewer or septic drain is $10,000. If any of you have ever or recently replaced a furnace, 10 grand might cover that. So at minimum, your backup of sewer and drain should at least be $10,000. Loss of use. I had no idea what that was 15 years ago. If you and your family are unable to live in your home due to a loss of use will provide you coverage to find housing. Some companies, it's 12 months. Some companies, it's 24 months. And other companies, it would be the amount of coverage A, which is the replacement cost to your home. Excuse me. So loss of use will provide shelter for you and your family in the event you have a covered loss, such as a fire, or I actually had at one point a claim where someone drove their car into their home and their foundation ended up becoming cracked or damaged, and the home was considered unlivable. And even in the time of, it wasn't a high demand time to get the home repairs, they were out of a house for 8 months. So make sure you ask your agent those 3 questions, if anything. Do I need additional coverage for my jewelry? This is also one of my favorite things to educate people about. Your basic homeowner's policy limits would be paid for jewelry in the event of a theft. Usually a deductible applies to that loss from the basic homeowner's policy. But when jewelry is covered individually on an inland marine form, it's also called a personal articles policy, there is usually no deductible involved. And so when jewelry is covered on an inland marine policy or that personal article policy, most insurance companies offer 2 different loss settlement options. And it's the agreed value loss assessment, or more of the replacement or repair cost settlement. I encourage people to go for the agreed value, meaning You have an updated appraisal. I encourage people to get appraisals every 2 to 5 years, especially for vintage or antique jewelry. The agreed value option will simply pay the amount for which an item is listed on the policy. So if you have your grandma's engagement ring that is valued or appraised at $10,000 today, and I decide I want that, or you decided you want the traditional repair or replacement cost settlement, in the event of a loss, you're going to be paying your deductible on the home, and then up to the amount that that item is then replaced at. So that gives the insurance company an option to find a less expensive replacement option for you. The agreed value is the one, again, that I encourage, because that's the amount you will get. If it's $10,000 to replace that ring, that's what you will get back. Coverage for other items. Let us know if you purchase expensive items, musical instruments or artwork, expensive sports equipment. Items like big pianos, expensive pianos, violins, artwork. Let's say you go on a cruise and decide to buy new artwork and it's expensive. Let us know. Have an appraisal, a certificate ready for us. We will keep that on file for you. And then life changes. There are so many different things that people forget about. Let us know. People get married, divorced, there's a death of a spouse or partner, a birth or adoption, a new driver in the household. You're looking at an upcoming move or even a career change, home renovations, anything. Let us know. Your rates can be impacted from marriage or divorce. With the death of a spouse or partner, you may be faced with what I spoke about initially, about learning about insurance and how it works for the first time. Let us know. Your agent wants to advocate for you and help you. Along with career changes, you may decide, you may be let go, you may, excuse me, change your career and find yourself that you are in the need of health insurance. Let your personal lines agent know. We will direct you to someone that can help you with purchasing your own insurance, the Affordable Health Care Act. There are options out there for you. With a new driver, I always tell people to expect your rates to almost double with a young driver in the household, but there are discount options available for them, which we'll talk about here pretty soon. Do you qualify for additional discounts? Everyone loves the discount portion of this. More than likely you're already getting a multi-line discount for having an automobile, a home or renter's policy, a personal liability umbrella policy. If you purchase a car, or let's say you go down to one vehicle, let us know, because that will impact your rates. For the new youthful driver in your household, there's good student discounts available. Usually it's an AB average or a 3.0 GPA. We have professional discounts available. People who have career changes, they may just graduate college and get their first job as a nurse, a doctor, a CPA. Let us know. And this one's new. Some carriers have updated their student away discounts. For those of you familiar with this, most student away discounts, the student had to be away a minimum of 100 miles from home without a car at school. Some carriers are updating that discount option, and your child could go to school 2 miles away and live on campus. They will be able to get a discount now. Are you turning 50? There are discounts for people 50 and over. And then protective devices. When you upgrade your home and offer discounts for getting a central alarm system, let us know, because that adds discounts to your home, which will allow us to lower your premium on your homeowners. I know I kind of zipped through that rather quickly, but if anyone has questions, feel free, take 30 seconds or so and let me know if you need me to answer anything.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you for educating us on why it's so important to review your policies annually and to talk to your insurance agents and to not dodge your call. We will give about 30 seconds. If you have any questions, again, type them into the chat box, and we will be back shortly. Okay, we do have one question that was typed in. It says, how much does a student away discount usually amount to, Elizabeth?
It varies company to company, but on average for that specific person, it could be anywhere from 10 to 15% for them. But again, that varies. Yeah, I hope I answered that okay. What I encourage, feel free to contact me, whether it's through email or my direct line to my office is here. If you wanted to email me copies of your policy, I could kind of do my favorite thing and dissect it and make sure you're getting all the eligible discounts. And it all depends on which company that you're with and if they've updated their student away program.
Great, thank you, Elizabeth. On behalf of Diversified Insurance Solutions, I'd like to thank you again for joining us this morning. We hope you found the information presented today to be of value to you. Just a reminder that we will be sending a recording of this webinar as well as the questions that were asked during the presentation and a copy of a presentation itself. A recording will also be available on our website, www.div-ins.com, under the videos tab in our library. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you have a great day.